Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I created a poll on which long-term review you guys would like to see. Options were the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the iPad Air 4th generation, and you guys picked the iPad. So here is the video. Now, how does this iPad Air hold up after nearly 5 years of continuous usage? And guys, this is the main iPad which my wife uses every day. So what you're going to see is real life long-term review, and we did not put this iPad in a desk and forget about it. It is being actively used every day. First things first, this iPad was quite important entry in Apple's iPad lineup, as this iPad Air 4th Gen was the first iPad to adapt the cool design from the more expensive iPad Pros. So what we have here is the all-screen design with thinner bezels, USB-C port, power button Touch ID, which is a first on any Apple product, as Androids usually do this. And as you can see, it works perfectly fine. And yes, I do have it in this unique green color. Now, the important thing is battery life. Unfortunately, you don't have that charge cycle count section on settings like how other newer iPads do get, but not to worry, we can check this from analytics section. So you need to go to settings, then privacy and security, then analytics and improvements, and then make sure that you've got share iPad analytics turned on, and then you go to the analytics data and pick the most recent file. It's a lengthy file, so I saved it to the Files app on the iPad and transferred it onto my computer, opened it via Edit Plus, and then you need to search for maximum capacity, and you can find the entry which is showing as 84%, and that's the current battery health. And you can also check the charge cycles as well, which is showing as 570. Now, Apple claims that the battery will hold at 80% battery life for up to 1000 charge cycles. But you need to consider the battery degradation as well, guys. I still do get pretty decent battery life out of this iPad. Let me play a movie from Netflix here. This is an episode from Black Mirror show. I love this series. It's an hour and a half long, and we are starting at 100%. So let's go. Wow, out of the Black Mirror anthology episodes, this is one of my favorite ones. And it's all done. And the battery now is at 83%. So 1.5 hours of streaming video from Netflix consumed about 17% of battery life. So it is still holding up good, guys. We do get a whole day of battery life out of this iPad. Now, I don't have the stats for the past 10 days as we have been on holiday, so we didn't take this iPad along with us. But a whole day's battery life is what we still get, and it is pretty decent. Also, when your battery health reaches about 80%, that's when you should consider getting a battery replaced. And the replacement cost, if you check on Apple's website, is £115 for this iPad, and it'll be cheaper if you get it from a third-party service provider. On my older iPad Air, I got it replaced for about £60 from an Apple authorized service provider. Coming to the operating system, the iPad is currently running the latest release of iPadOS, which is 18.6, and it does get the new iPadOS 26 support as well when that is available for public release. So 5 years and you still get proper software updates on this iPad. And generally, the iPad runs smoothly, guys, even after receiving these more advanced software updates which were not present when we initially bought this iPad. That A14 Bionic processor under the hood is holding up pretty well. Even with a lower 4 gigs of RAM, this iPad doesn't struggle at all. Here's a 5-minute video clip which I've created on LumaFusion on the iPad Air, and I'm comparing it here with my much powerful M2 iPad Pro. So I'm exporting in the standard 4K quality, and here we go. Okay, the iPad Pro completed at 2 minutes 42-second mark. And the iPad Air is still going, and it is completed at 3 minutes 7 seconds mark. So that's just about 25 seconds behind. Wow, 5-year-old iPad comparing it with much powerful M2 iPad Pro, and it still holds up this good. Really, guys, iPads are truly amazing, and that is why I'd recommend an iPad even for my family and friends if they are shopping for a tablet. Same smooth performance applies to apps as well. Really nice and polished app experience here with no lags or crashes. Same goes with gaming. Let's go for the game Asphalt 9, which is like the standard in testing graphical capabilities of any device. And as you can see, it runs super smooth without any lag, no dropped frames, and you get that wholesome gaming experience with this iPad, even though it is 5 years old. Now, you don't get that complete iPadOS features like Stage Manager and full screen external monitor support, but it still does support external monitors, just not in their native resolution. And you can multitask up to 4 apps at the same time with ease. Look at how buttery smooth this is. And then we get that plethora of accessories both from first-party and third-party manufacturers, allowing you to get the most out of this iPad. The Apple Pencil 2nd Gen is fully supported here, so you get that super smooth lag-free writing or drawing experience on this iPad, and it snaps to the side and charges as well. And with third-party manufacturers, there really is so much variety. This is one of the biggest strengths of the iPad when you compare it with any other tablet out there from other manufacturers. My wife absolutely loves this floating magnetic stand because it gives that right height to watch content. And even this Moft dynamic folio case, which recently got launched, still supports this iPad Air as well, so you can get all that over 20 angles for your iPad. So no complaints at all, guys. I really love how this iPad still keeps running smoothly despite getting more resource intensive operating system updates. And all these years, it never struggled once or crashed or needed restarting unless it was running an OS update. And that here is super impressive product reliability. That's exactly what you want when you pay so much money on these devices. So that is the true real life 5-year update on an iPad, guys. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you're visiting my channel for the first time, do hit that subscribe button. Support me so I can keep making these videos for you. And as always, if you have watched my video until the end, thanks a lot for doing so. I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.